Ready for the FTWitachi here, you know what it is. Rise of Azshara, patch 8.2, Season 3 for both PvP and PvE is now here, and including other updates and time-locked events are now available. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's in store. Rise of Azshara Season 3 notes. Let's go ahead and see what we can finally do with patch 8.2. Dungeon and raid updates. There's going to be a new raid of Azshara's Eternal Palace. This will be available on normal and heroic difficulties, with Raid Finder and Mythic opening next week. Battle against Nazjatar's worthiest champions. Face down unfathomable monstrosities from the deep and confront the legendary Queen Azshara herself in a sprawling 8-boss raid. Season 3 begins. Again, this is for PvE and PvP. Season 3 brings a wave of new dungeon content, including the new Mythic-only difficulty dungeon Operation Mechagon, a new seasonal affix, and higher item level Azurite armor to acquire in exchange for Residium. I am so happy I saved my Residium. Couldn't really buy anything anyways with it. New dungeon Operation Mechagon. Level 120 players can unite with Prince Erasmin and the Rustbolt Resistance to help overthrow his deranged father and destroy his Mechorignator, Doomsday Advice, in this new Mythic only 8 boss mega dungeon. Great rewards await you in Mechagon, but bear in mind that gnome crafted loot might have some surprising properties. New Mythic dungeon affix Beguiling. Queen Azshara's agents have infiltrated dungeons to strike Azeroth's champions when they least suspect it. 3 different emissaries will bolster enemy ranks and prove to be deadly adversaries, making them priority targets that must be defeated. Visiting emissaries can change by week and can even disrupt patrolling units who stop to praise them. Void Touched Emissary. Upon engaging this enemy, the Void Touched Emissary will cast an uninterruptible spell over several seconds that will let loose a powerful 60-yard AoE effect bolt of energy. Smite this foe before it completes the ritual, or hide from it to survive. Enchanted Emissary. This powerful foe uses your own might against you to try enchanting its nearby allies with an aura that reflects a large percent of damage back at the attacker. Emissary of the Tide. This enemy applies an aura to nearby nemesis that cleanses and makes them immune to crowd control effects. Mythic Keystone Dungeon Updates. Item level rewards from level 120 normal, heroic, and mythic dungeons have been increased by 30. Baseline rewards are now item level 370 from normal, 385 from heroic, and 400 from non-mythic Keystone Mythic dungeons. Mythic Keystone rewards have been increased by 30 item levels as well. During the first week of Season 3, rewards from end of run chests will be capped at item level 415 for Mythic Keystone at plus 6 difficulty, and the weekly cachet will be a Season 2 reward. Beginning the second week of Season 3, the weekly cachet will not be affected by the cap and will reward Season 3 items at the higher item levels. Completing a Mythic Keystone dungeon at plus 10 difficulty during the first week will then provide the new highest item level in the weekly cachet when it's available in week 2. Enemy health and damage in heroic dungeons is now increased by 25%. Health and damage of enemies in non-Keystone Mythic dungeons increased by 30%. Normal dungeons are also unchanged. Mythic Keystones have been reduced by an additional 3 levels to account for this difficulty increase. The enemy health and damage bonuses in Mythic Keystone dungeons now increased by 10% per difficulty level, up from 8%. Titan Residium. Increased Titan Residium rewards earned in the weekly chests and from scrapping eligible Azurite armor. Spend your hard-earned Titan Residium on new item level 40, 430, and 445 Azurite armor. Essences updates. 8 new essences are now available to earn in the Azshara Eternal Palace Operation Mechagon PvP and Mythic Keystone dungeons. Azshara's Eternal Palace essences defeat the new raid bosses in Azshara's Eternal Palace to earn the following essences: Azeroth's Undying Gift for tanks, Condensed Life Force for damage dealers, and Vitality Conduit for healers. Operation Mechagon essences. Vision of Perfection drops off the final boss, King Mechagon. PvP essences. Conflict and Strife. Earn 500 conquests to unlock this essence in your next weekly PvP war chest. Mythic Keystone Dungeon Essences. Clear a Mythic Keystone Dungeon at level 4 or greater to receive the following essences: Essence of the Focus Iris, Damage Dealer. Anima of Life and Death, Tank. And Lifebinder's Invocation is for healers. PvP updates. Welcome to Season 3 Notorious. Season 3 brings a wave of new PvP content. Participants can earn 2 new Vicious Basilisk mounts, one for Alliance and one for Horde, and the highest rated player will unlock the new Notorious Gladiator mounts. Reward updates. Item levels of rewards earned from war chests from all PvP tiers, unranked combatant, challenger, rival, duelist, and gladiator increased by 30. Item levels, end of match rewards for all PvP tiers increased by 30. And during the first week of Season 3, end of match rewards will be capped at 415. This will require challenger rank to earn beginning in week 2. Challenger rank rewards will be item level 420. The new heroic Warfront. Battle for Stormguard is finally getting its heroic counterpart. An ancient enemy has drawn the Alliance and Horde to the high seas, but the battle for Azeroth still escalates on the land with heroic battle for Stormguard. In the expansion's first heroic warfront, the enemy commander takes a more active role on the battlefield, and it's up to your team to bury him in the dirt. With an army at its back, the enemy commander will join the first wave of forces in an attempt to destroy your fledgling base. Grouping up is key to surviving the onslaught. Tactics and strategy will be required to turn the tides. To win, you'll need to coordinate with your pre-made group of 10 to 20 players to outmaneuver the enemy. Those who can survive and drive back the enemy will amply be awarded with the item level 430 equipment piece once per assault phase. That is what I'm looking for. Interact with the war table in Borealis or in the Port of Zandalar with your raid group to join the fight. Note, the option to queue for heroic battle for Stormguard will become available when the next time a certain faction commences an assault on Arathi Highlands in a given region. Regions that are currently partway through a Battle for Stormguard attack cycle will be able to access the heroic difficulty next time the Arathi Highlands comes under attack during Season 3. So that is PvE updates coming to Season 3 in patch 8.2 for the Rise of Azshara. Got a lot of new content that we can finally dive into, and we still have some content from patch 8.2 that we still have to dive into. So stay tuned for some more updates and content brought to you by FTWitachi. See you all in game, and peace out, team.